incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw, and they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And that is caught. Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
In motion, Hill. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. second down. Here's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They are going for it. It's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second and 10, Smith again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Smith eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers. Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
First down, it's Smith. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Butker now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Smith to the right side. It's Kelsey. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. Smith on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Smith escaping the press. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Third and long, it's Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the... clock. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Hunt, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's able to get... Back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play action. It's Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now Smith throwing on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Smith with a give to Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. On 1st and 10, Smith flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down. Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On the run, this is Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Allen Bailey bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.